Ladies and gentlemen, NIO sharing of battery swap technology challenges its competitive advantage, despite its advanced automated manufacturing and car customization features. NIO is selling its soul by sharing battery swap technology with its competitors. Now there are deep concerns on this issue, and I want to tell you about NIO Factory, and it's absolutely astonishing how much automation has been used there. Listen, there's basically nobody there. Yes, some people are seen occasionally, but the level of automation is absolutely astonishing. It shows how sophisticated high-tech auto manufacturing is, and this automation has greatly helped NIO in achieving a superb level of quality for its cars. And NIO has the most customizable cars in China. There are around 8,000 combinations or so if you combine different colors and options. And all this is only possible with this level of automation. Now, let's talk about the issue of sharing battery swap technology. It's a contentious issue. Many people are saying it's bad. Some are saying it's good. First, let's discuss both sides of the argument. Those who say it's bad. It's true that most people buy NIO cars specifically for battery swap convenience. Many people buy NIO for battery swap alone. And the most important reason is that NIO is not selling that much. Okay, it's selling quite well, but not as much as some people want. The reason for this is the price. People like battery swap, but they can't afford NIO cars. So, the correct solution would indeed be to have a sub-brand that can offer better swapping at a reasonable price. A suitable car, a suitable EV with battery swapping. This would be a perfect combination, but if you're offering better swapping compared to other competitors, does that not mean you can just buy the competitor car and use NIO sub-brand car and battery swapping network? Wouldn't this actually harm sales significantly? NIO battery swap has so far been NIO's biggest advantage. It's the one thing others don't have. I'm saying if you talk about specs, if you talk about comfort, you can say that some other cars are more comfortable than NIO. You can say that some other cars are faster than NIO in terms of quality or in every aspect. These are all subjective. It's possible that some other cars are better than NIO. But when it comes to battery swap, this is absolutely NIO's biggest advantage. Others don't have this on the same scale as NIO does. This isn't a gray situation like other things. It's black and white. You either have it or you don't, and most others don't. And this is the biggest selling factor. People buy NIO for battery swap. Is it possible that if you offer it for free, the reason to buy your car will disappear? And yes, it's very possible. It's very possible that people see and understand it and think, I think this car is better than that one, the NIO sub-brand car. And I think the other car can also use the NIO power swap network. And I'll buy that car. That's entirely possible. Okay, and actually, the argument that sharing the swap network is bad is that if NIO does it, it will lose sales. And yes, that's a very valid argument, but you have to think about NIO strategy. If, let's say, a prospective buyer interested in buying a partnership brand for car manufacturing opts for it, then that can also change. I believe, according to my personality, that NIO is making more money in this manner, because NIO has excellent sales arrangements, whether it's leasing shops or everything else. NIO has excellent sales arrangements. Perhaps for the sub-brand, the sales arrangements might be much less, perhaps very little, but there are still sales arrangements there. So, directly in terms of revenue, you would indeed earn more revenue by buying NIO sub-brand, but along with that, there will also be some sales arrangements. You'll have to make cars, run a factory, and do all that work. You'll have to hire sales representatives, handle shipping, transportation, all that work. At the end of the day, you'll earn some profit, all right? That profit could be high, it could be a little, or it could even be negative. Initially, you can also make money by selling cars. But one thing that is certain is that if a buyer purchases a partnership brand, perhaps JAC, Cherry, or Geely cars, then that can also be a better change. NIO profits because the CEO has given the directive to use Alps battery pack partnership brands to generate profits, and they have designed the car around that battery pack. So this means they have to buy the battery pack from NIO. So a sale has already been made there. And this is a complete, definite sale, a definite profit. And yes, revenue will be lower. NIO will receive very little money, just accounting for the battery pack and conditions, etc. But NIO might argue that through buying the partnership brand, more profit can be earned. I understand what you're saying because every sale involves expenses, and the aim is to sell in a way that the car becomes a deal for a customer. NIO is only working in the B2B sector. They are selling battery packs to partners like JAC, Geely, or Changan at a wholesale price. And if you think about it this way, these partnership brands might sell more cars than NIO sub-brand, even though they are competitors. But if there were no partnerships, then it might be necessary to sell more under the sub-brand and not have to sell to partnership brands. I think that in reality, with all these partnership brands, NIO will benefit more in the long run. And I suggest this trend all right. In fact, it's actually right that everyone is standardizing the use of battery swap. So I want to give an example. For example, imagine when everyone was using horses and carts or traveling by horse before automobiles. And then automobiles come along and the first petrol pump and gas pump come along, and you want this to be exclusive for a car brand. And yes, maybe it works well at the beginning, but if you let everyone use your gas pump and you make money from it, then in the long run, you earn money from selling every car. If they don't buy your car for any reason, you still get some money. I understand that this is the biggest factor in moving forward for NIO. So the real goal won't just be to sell as many cars as possible. The real goal here will be to make a little profit on every car sold for NIO. Won't that be amazing? That will be just fantastic. And I want you guys to focus on the announcements. These partnership announcements always talk about standardization, work towards standardization, opening up the NIO swap network, and basically making it a standard, building gas stations in the EV era. Basically, chargers are still a big mess. Look, there are different charger ports out there. There are different charger ports even in Europe. So this is a big mess. Everyone is using different charger ports, but battery swap, correct. They have a real opportunity to make something special, and NIO holds most of the patents and is trying to make it a standard. That's the real goal. They want to make it a standard. Everyone uses it. NIO makes money when it sells. People buy Geely battery swappable cars and you get some profit. The car goes to the road for battery swap. NIO makes a profit. Geely sets up a swap station. NIO gets some profit. Surely, it will take some years, maybe 3 or 4 years, to reach that point. But I believe where we are right now. I think we'll get there very soon. This will be interesting. This will be interesting, my friends, so keep this in mind. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.